Alright guys, so now that we have the IP address of a target, of a server, whatever, what I want to do now is I want to show you guys how to run an Nmap scan from Python. Now hopefully you guys watch my Nmap tutorials, and if you did then you already are going to know what this is, but if you didn't, real quick, what this tool is basically a tool that allows you to scan a server and find out what processes are running and what ports are open. So for example, I'm just going to run a real fast scan of this. So write Nmap, whatever options, and this just means run a fast scan. Don't scan all the ports, just scan the most common ones, and then you give the IP address. So this is my server of thenewboston.com. I'm going to hit enter, and on my server right here, we are running SSH, and of course we're hosting my website. So we're running HTTP and HTTPS. Now this can also tell you if they're running FTP, if they're running MySQL, so for example if they have a database running on it, and a bunch of other good information. But what we want to do is we want to run this from Python. And also another thing I was thinking is this: so there are a bunch of different options or ways that you can use this tool, and what one do I want to build in to our Python scanner? So do I just want to build the regular one, or do I want to build this fast one which gives you, the real quick one? Or do I want to build an aggressive one which gives you a really, detailed view of it? And I just wasn't sure. I didn't know how the end users are going to use this tool. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to add another parameter for the options. So this function is going to take two parameters. The first one is any options, if they want to include any at all, and the second one is the target IP. And from there we can let them decide which kind of scan they want to run. So let me just make a new file, and I'll just name it nmap.py. Alright, so import OS, and I'll just write get nmap, and again this is going to take two parameters. The first one is options, and the second one is the IP address. So we're actually going to be passing in this one for them, since we already found out how to get the IP address in the last tutorial. And remember, the format of this command is the word nmap, and then your options, and then the IP address of your target server. So the command equals nmap, and then we'll write, not open, options, and then make sure you add a space after this, and then the IP address of the target server. Now take note of this: what if that they don't include any options at all? What if they just want to run a normal nmap? Where that's going to be fine, because even though that we have the extra space, let me clear this so you guys can see. Even though that we have that extra space, it doesn't matter, because you can have as many spaces as you want in here, and as long as you write it in the correct format, nmap, whatever, thenewboston.com, and this is going to take a while because it's not a fast scan, but you guys are going to see you get the same result. So it doesn't matter if they leave out those options or not. They are optional, pun intended. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is, of course, just run this process like before. So operating system pop in p open, actually that's what it's, type in our command. So run this, and this is gonna actually store the process. Now we need to convert it to a string before, so results equal stringify whatever command we did, process.read. So again, right here we're building the process, opening up the terminal essentially, and now we just got all these results and we converted it to a string, and we stored that in the variable results, and now all we have to do is return those, return results. And you can actually parse this if you want, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to return this whole thing. I don't know what information that they're going for. Hold on, I lost my gotta get all this organized. Alright, now just to verify that this works, what we can do is we can print get nmap, and For this first option, I'm just going to run a fast scan again. And for the second one, I don't even know. What is my IP address? This right here. Alright, so hopefully if we didn't mess anything up, check it out. So it's going to run a fast scan, and boom, roast, there you go. So it runs the scan, it stringifies it, and it returns the results right here. So later on we're going to be saving this to a text file, but for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you run an Nmap scan in Python. Looking beautiful. I'll see you guys in the next video.